heard stories of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have. This story's different than the others. It's all in promise of beginnings. And the ending.
When Dog fell in the Sierra Madre Casino, 2 died as 1. Dog died hungry, alone, frightened. The voice in his head died with him, screaming, furious, enraged. But the voice was gone, and Dog was grateful. At least Dog was dead, and the voice needed to watch over him no more. In the moment before their lives ended, the wall between the 2 personalities fell. The 2 became silent as they saw the chain between them. Hunger and control are twin greeds, something Dog and his shadow had never realized.
Dean Domino, entertainer, singer, thief, had his last show on the Sierra Madre stage. The heist he spent over 200 years planning fell apart, just as the first, by underestimating his partner's strength. Not long after the courier left the villa, the lights in the theater shut off, one by one. Only Dean's hologram remained on the stage, singing silently to an empty room. Still, as consumed as he had been with its riches and ruin, the Sierra Madre had held him captive long ago.
Christine, her mission complete, found new purpose as the Sierra Madre's warden. She watched over it silently, by choice. Over time, the ghost people came to see her as one of the holograms. They would watch, silently, as she walked among them. At times, Christine thought of the courier, who had kept Elijah's hand from her throat. The courier reminded her of the other courier she had met in the Big Empty, and wondered if the 2 had found each other at last. She did not think of them again until she heard the legends of the Divide. The Divide, where the 2 messengers, the 2 couriers, fought beneath an ancient flag, at the edge of the world.
You heard of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have. The legend, the curses. Some foolishness about it lying in the middle of a city of dead. A city of ghosts, buried beneath a blood-red cloud. A bright, shining monument luring treasure hunters to their doom. An illusion that you can begin again. Change your fortunes. Finding it, though, that's not the hard part. It's letting go.
Wait a moment. Before you go, we hope you've enjoyed your stay. Farewells can be a time of sadness. Letting go, difficult. As a
Up. Come on, time to get lucky.
Hey, if you've been able to bug Mr. House's network...
Well, now, look what roll. Was reminded why I left this place soon as I walked.
Nelson's back in our hands.
Crazy ass shit.
It's just about time to get you some news. Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility.
Guess who won the lottery?
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question. I thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lab.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. A to sound wave. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests.
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, it's a lobotomite! Here, in the dome! Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites! Dalla! Get...
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to. If so, it's proof that there may indeed be something beyond the... Just look at it. The way it blinks. It's like...
I know what it is, Dollar. I want to know why it's down here. And are those penises I see?
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities.
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose with its 2 orifices for ingesting...
Noses? Why, the great static. These lobotomites confound me. Clearly there was electroshock. Just look at it. It's facial tissue. Nonsense.
Ace, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oroprocessoreceptors to understand this
all of you, power down, shut up, and let me prove once and for all how wrong you all are. Lobotomite. Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. It's asking me questions. Our efforts have turned against us. In playing God.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters, we filled this skin envelope with awareness.
Wait. If what you're theorizing is this lobotomite understands how...
Then this may be just... Dr. Klein, a transmit... It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools! Oh, it is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome. Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad.
What are we going to do?
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered. No.
Except Dr. Mobius, and the technologies that could save us.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor?
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? A, I think you need the fluid level.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays hereto.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have...
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorable. We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils, the test...
Yeah, 8, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you.
The Tesla...
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no.
Reminds me of my day...
That is my responsibility. Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart. Oh, wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was...
Spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
That autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense.
If so, it was flushed all the way to...
By the fissure of Rolando, enough... Lobotomite. Listen to my voice. It denominates me to... In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not... We want you to stop him. Somehow. With some... That is correct, yes. I hope you're not demonstrating... We have no idea. This line of questioning isn't important to us right now. Why?
You are equipped...
It's kind of embarrassing. You have hands, and a heartbeat, sort of. And eyes, mostly the hand.
Enough! We need your... Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room,
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the... They, well, moved some.
8 is correct. All we need are the So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carry. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematic. Nonsense! This place is no more dangerous than a nuclear detonation site. Our technology's no more lethal than an overcharged Tesla cannon. The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like...
And 8's sonic soundwave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a... Our intentions exactly. The important thing is do not get curious, or you will end up like the...
We feared you would be tempted to explore Big Mountain Crater and examine the many such optional explorations are discouraged. Work hurriedly.
So many sciences in development.
Right you are, 8. In our test results, we'll make a note about how quickly you...
After all, there will be plenty of time afterward to partake.
Ah, that is correct. You must walk upon your many penised feet. Much slower than our advanced hovering
The little teddy bear could always run right into the pylon perimeter on its...
The radar fence that surrounds the Big Mountain Crater will protect you from stray...
The mighty radar fence...
It is truly the end of all intelligence when the... So, if we have the sound wave, sonic projecto thing gun, then what...
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever...
What did it say? Spit lead? What, like pencils?
Oh, I think it wants a combustion pistol.
A gun? Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns...
Dr. 8 is correct. We already have given the teddy bear a lethal sonic death ray. Giving the teddy bear a gun would be the equivalent of following a glass of hemlock.
Fine. Moros, more out.
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most... I am your electronic valet and house... Indubitably, sir, but it is with a great lugubriousness that I must disclose that my program... Moreover, they neglected to enclose a parameter by which said honorific might be omitted altogether, over my most strenuous of among... In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, I can provide... Any goods sir might require may be...
Intruder, you will not escape the eyes of my robo-scorpions or their pincers.